Any work you did to the interior?
No, it's all stock interior.
Okay. Is that because you're a classy individual?
Yeah, sure. You see my champagne bottles in the car.
And my man's got champagne bottles. Look, I'm usually not a fan of drinking and driving. That's a lie. But, my man, he's classy. Usually I'm like a PBR guy when I drink and drive. This guy's got some champagne, so.
What else for a Lincoln?
That's true. That's very true. I can't argue with your logic, sir. All right, Skeeter Wyatt here, and we got, what can be considered a luxury car, but there's some special details about it that we might need to know about. What's your name, brother?
Mike Sherman.
Mike Sherman. Why don't you tell us a little bit about this car?
Well, it was a plain old white car when I started, and I had a friend that was into Fords. He says, well, we could put a supercharger on it.
Hell yeah.
So we started with a supercharger, rebuilt the transmission, the rear end. It's all set up. We'll turn 12s in the corner, and it's just a hot Lincoln.
It's a hot Lincoln. Heck yeah. Now let me ask you this. You started with the supercharger. You sound like a man that has his priorities in order. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that supercharger, how much power the engine's making now?
The engine's making about 450 horsepower, which sounds tame to the new cars they got, but this started out with like 280 horsepower. So it's jacked up pretty good.
Jacked up, just like Skeeter Wyatt likes it, you know what I mean? Now I see, the doors don't turn out the way they normally do. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, I wanted to do something different. Kids love them, and they're all welded, and so you don't have to mess with them. They close perfect, and it's a good addition for the car because it grabs attention.
Hell yeah, I bet you make them Lamborghini boys jealous, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Now you said it makes about 450 horsepower, turns 12s in the quarter. It sounds bad? We're going to have to get some video of that later on. You ever actually race this thing against any other cars?
No, I don't like to race on the street. I have taken it to the track, but at the time, I didn't have enough fuel. So what happens is I went through the quarter in 13 flat, and I coasted half the way down the lane because it ran out of gas. So it's probably doing 12.1, 12.2.
I got you. Hell yeah. Now, what about the interior? Any work you did to the interior?
No, it's all stock interior.
Okay. Is that because you're a classy individual?
Yeah, sure. You see my champagne bottles in the car.
And my man's got champagne bottles. Look, I'm usually not a fan of drinking and driving. That's a lie. But, my man, he's classy. Usually I'm like a PBR guy when I drink and drive. This guy's got some champagne, so.
What else for a Lincoln?
That's true. That's very true. I can't argue with your logic, sir. All right. Now you said you got some work done to the rear end. What'd you do to the rear end?
Jacked up, it's running 373 rear end, and which I can't hold the wheels down.
I got you.
It sits there and spins.
Popping some wheelies out here.
Yeah.
Now, what kind of transmission you say you have?
It's a rebuilt rebuilt Lincoln transmission made for racing.
I got you. All right, no doubt about that. Now, you got a sound system in this thing? No?
It's regular sound.
Is that the next move?
We'll see.
We'll see. No LED lights?
It's got lights in the scoop. It's got lights in the grill and in the running board and in the front.
I got you, man. You got some flavor, sir, man. I could respect that for sure. Oh, yeah, I see him now.
So at night it really stands out.
It's almost like a Lincoln version of Knight Rider, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just got the lights right in the hood, man. I can dig it. Now, let me ask you this. I got a 1978 Chevrolet Camaro Type LT with the mullet drive 305. You think you beat that in a race?
Well, I don't want to say yes, and I don't want to say no. I'd have to see the car.
Well, I'll tell you right now, your thing running 12s, bro, need to shave a couple seconds off. You know what I'm saying? I'm undefeated. So I don't know if 1250s will get it. You know what I mean?
Probably not.
Probably not. Exactly. Everybody I challenge always backs out of the races, brother. I can't find nobody to race me anymore.
But it's more for show than go.
It's more for show than go. I can respect it as long as you're admitting it. You know what I mean? A lot of these import boys come out, they talk about they're all about the go and they're all show. So sometimes I got to come out and curb something. You know what I mean? Oh, well, I know it will. Supercharged on it, brother. Of course it'll go. All American horsepower, too. Now, what we call that in the trailer park is that's you flexing on us. Are you flexing on us right now?
I was flexing.
Oh, hell yeah, brother. Well, yeah, I think I got a full view of this thing, man. Anything else you want to say about the car?
Interview. Have a good day.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.